I've always known I wanted to be an artist growing up. I have never not known that about myself. I felt great when I painted, and to me it made sense of things. When people ask me why this or that is in my painting, I often say I don't know. It's just what I saw, and it's something I can't describe. If I knew how to put it into words, I could tell you or write about it, but to me it's beyond words, so I paint it. I like to create paintings that draw you into another world or a better feeling place. Maybe a new place you've been trying to get to all along, but didn't know until you stepped into it. For almost 20 years, I lived in Europe as an artist, mostly in Ireland and Paris. Being surrounded by that much beauty really fed me. When I was in Paris, I learned techniques with oil glazing that bring with it depth and saturation of color. I love the intensity of vibrant, saturated colors created by layering. They seem to have the ability to breathe as they are not flat. They feel alive to me. I've always done portraiture painting. Setting the scene to reflect who the person is as important as getting the features right. It's about telling the story and making it look beautiful to look at and make the subject feel good when they look at it. When I'm painting, the cares of life grow strangely dim. I work in such detail and I love it. It's very calming for me. But when I'm still working on content and composition, it can be a struggle, working through the contrast of what works and what doesn't work. There have been a few elaborate pieces that have taken me years to finish. They kept changing, sometimes dramatically. When the image is so massive and complex, it can be overwhelming, and I start out with a little scribble, almost a blur, that would mean nothing to anyone else, but I see everything in that blur. But still it morphs as I go along. Sometimes I've had to paint out months of work because it wasn't right. These pieces change me. They have layers under them of painted over images that are part of the structure of the paintings. Does the painting change my perspective, or has my perspective changed and then I change the painting? It seems I'm not painting the painting is painting me. Sometimes I lift images directly from famous painters of the Renaissance or Baroque periods to tell the story and set the scene. Rubens, Leonardo, Michelangelo. It was very freeing to me when I found out that some artists from the Renaissance would do this as an homage to Michelangelo. I love to create beautiful things because I feel great when I'm creating them. Beauty is tangible. It is the quality that something has that gives you pleasure. It pleases the senses. It brings you to a better feeling place. And I also like to make sense of things and present my view in ways that words can't, through images and symbolism that just might bring you to where you've always wanted to be.